Namaste, friends. This is Elle with Sacred Union Tarot. Okay, so as we go into we're looking ahead into the month of March. March is going to be a powerful month. It's going to be one of those months. We have two planets changing sign, Saturn and Pluto. This is about, in my opinion, you're going to have some major shakeups. It feels like anything that needs to be solved or resolved before the month of March, before these two planets change signs, I suggest we do that. We want to be as clear and as unrestrained in our energy as possible. So if there's anything holding you back from being in the vibration of gratitude, then you might want to go ahead and kind of examine that, and let's clean it up. So this is the last 3 days of February, the 26th, the 27th, 28th is what this reading is for. And then I'll do another reading on Wednesday as we begin March. So I will do the Divine Masculine Monday reading, the Twin Flame Tuesday reading, and the weekly reading on Wednesday. So because I want to close out this month and not sneak into the energies of February. So let me get some lotion for my hands and we're going to get started. So let's talk about what's going on in the moon right now. We have the first quarter moon in Gemini for the 27th. That's Monday. And this is Speak Your World into Being. Now this is Gemini is the twins. It's an air sign, which is communication. Look at the twins communicating. So if you're a twin flame, you may be having some communication. I'm going to do a separate video on my twin flame experience this weekend after 6 months of no contact, zero contact. Very strange situation happened on Friday. So on the 26th, the moon enters Gemini. Mental energy can surge and you can come up with lots of new ideas and new plans. You may want to keep yourself busy and focus on what you can get started quickly. I'm just feeling the energy is spend your time and focus on cleaning up anything residual, any situation, any relationship, any communication that you need to take care of, any cleaning, organizing, getting things in order for your life, because March is going to be a doozy, and every astrologer is saying this is going to be an intense month, and it's going to go by quickly. You are going to get sucked into, it's like a whirling tornado. Things are going to change rapidly. So you want to be prepared, and that's why we're being asked to clean up this residual energy. So that's for Sunday, and then let's just pull on that. All right, I'm going to use the Rainbow Warrior activation deck, and let me get an overview for the energy for the next 3 days, because I think it's just important to come to grips with whatever needs to be finalized. It feels like completions. Let's complete before we... And I said in the reading that I did on Friday, in the Divine Feminine reading, was that we are closing not just a chapter, we are closing a book. This is a major cycle closing with Saturn changing signs, with Pluto changing signs. But it is time to clean up whatever was in the old cycle so that you don't bring it into the new. Because if you do, you're going to be living that karmic cycle all over again, and it takes, quite a few years for these planets to change signs. So I'm just saying, for what is in your highest and greatest good, it's just best to resolve what you can now, close out whatever cycles, whatever, it's almost like there's a book that's open and you just walk around and close all the books that are left open. Finish the stories, clean it up, stack the books, put them back on the shelf. We're done. But we have 3 days to finalize. Okay, this deck is not... Okay, it's a 42 card, which is a 6 card. For me, 6s are about balance and equilibrium and reciprocation. But I will read in this book what it is. Oh, I turned right to it. Shaman. Spiritual journey, soul retrieval, perseverance, illusion, and success. Now there will be, the illusions are going to start to pop the illusions. I mean, I can see little bubbles popping all over the place. Whatever illusionary bubbles are either in your life or are out in, the geopolitical or in your workplace or in your relationships, it's just going to go pop, pop, pop. The shaman's journey is one of courage and faith on all levels, traveling in behalf of another to the root of an experience that is revealing the discordant presence of the subject's mind, body, or spirit. Discordant presence. Where is your discordant presence? What is present in your energetic field that is discordant? Be of service this way is a powerful testament to the shaman's endurance through long suffering. They are able to bear witness to another's pain without judgment and with compassion. This card is evidence that you possess the skill set and are working to cultivate it or in need of it. During this stage of spiritual development, you will experience Kundalini energy movement, lucid and vivid dreams, keep a dream journal, intuitive clairvoyant visions, and deeper empathy for yourself and others. Understand it is futile to resist the flow of this process. Breathing deeply and surrendering to it will be the wise course. So this to me says, clean up whatever is you are discontent with in your life to the degree that you can. Okay, so that's for the overall 3 days. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Let's do Sunday, the 26th. The moon enters Gemini. Mental energy can surge, and you can come up with lots of new ideas and new plans. You may want to keep yourself busy and focus on what you can get started with quickly. I say what you can clean up. All right, so for Sunday, this is the Divine Abundance Oracle. And by the way, I'm reading from astrologyanswers.com. So it feels like there's going to be some flowing of communication. Could be with your twin. It could be with, some sort of soul contract. Could be with a karmic. But there's going to be some communication. Air signs to me are the flow of energy. It's a flow of communication. You've got two people sitting here talking things out. And through this, we're raising the vibration. Any kind of resolution that we come to that's peaceful is raising the vibration of the planet. But the cleaning up energy is very strong. Loss. Sometimes you learn true offering through loss. You make a passionate invitation for love to take over and bring her own plan instead of the ego's. See, when I was doing a video just before this, and I was saying something about the signs of the white dove, and there it is. I'm not going to post that video, but it was a personal video. I was just saying white doves are signs. Sometimes you learn true offering through loss. So whatever you can't resolve, turn over to the divine. And if there is a loss associated with it, then so be it. That's just part of the lesson. That was the cost of the wisdom that you gained, the experience. So here's the Medicine Woman Tarot, which really fits in well with our Shaman card. We're about to really amp up our spiritual elevation, ascension, skills. So for Sunday, we have the Seven of Bowls. I'm going to pull 3 cards for Sunday, and we'll talk about it. Healing. It's usually the Strength card, but in this deck, it's called Healing. So whatever it is, there's going to be a loss, but even through the loss, there's going to be healing. It's kind of like you get the finality. It's a closed book now. That story is over. Okay, Totem of Arrows. All right, so we have the Seven of Bowls. I don't know if there's a glare. I can't. See, there's a couple in the water. Bowls meaning emotions. This feels like there's going to be But it feels like there's going to be some happy discussion. Look at the dolphin in the back, but you see this kind of a shadow, ghosty figure of somebody swimming. This feels like there's going to be some work that needs to be done, but ultimately there's going to be this emotional embrace. Then we have the healing card. It's this emotional healing. And then we have the totem of arrows. Coyote, the four-leggeds. All right, so let's check what the Seven of Bowls. Usually the Seven of Cups is about confusion, but this is a very different deck. It's an older deck. Listen to the truths of the sages. Listen to the truth of the sages. There's going to be some truths being revealed. And there may be a conversation that you have where you have an opportunity to speak your truth. Then we have, oh no, hold on. No, that's not right. Sorry. Seven of Bowls. Let the self be swept into bliss. Okay. All right, so that was, there are no accidents in readings. Be willing to listen to somebody's truth, but speak your truth. This is this card. There's going to be some truths that are going to be shared. Okay. Seven of Bowls. Let the self be swept into bliss. There we go. The Star card, or the Strength card, which is healing in this deck. You have worked hard to get where you are. Your system of knowledge can be utilized in this area. Trust your power to mend situations. As if that's just not like exactly what I just said. Okay, the arrows, totem of arrows. See through the cultural illusion. Remember when I said the illusion is going to go pop, 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 pop? See through them. Your coyote may be your animal spirit guide, not spirit guide. But the totem is the knight. So this is the Knight of Swords, which is clarity. Okay? So that's for Sunday. Now Monday is when the moon, we have the first quarter moon in Gemini. And this is talk out therapy. This is talking through it. This is like the come to the elders kind of talk, Let's get on the same page. This is what, yeah, absolutely. It's the talk of the twins. Twin talk. Faith. Miraculously, amazingly, everything I need always comes. Love is opening me to receive beyond anything I imagine. Faith. So in the first quarter moon in Gemini, your short-term plans may need some adjustments over the next week. They may be small adjustments, but they can make a big difference. Try to be flexible and what needs to be changed. So just go with the flow. There might be some divine intervention. Like, let's say, for example, I'm just going to give a quick one. What they're showing me is that you're going to go meet somebody for coffee to have this dialogue. Like, we're going to have this talk. And so what happens is you get in this really kind of defensive mood. And it's just like, I know what they're going to say, and this is what I'm going to say. And you rehearse it in your head, and you're just feeling like this could go either way. But then, let's say you get delayed going there, and in that delay, you witness something pretty spectacular, something soft and uplifting. And then you're like, you know what? I'm not going to pre-program this meeting. I'm going to go there with good intentions and an open heart to heal this situation. I'm not going to get aggravated or cross or in the accusatory tone. I'm just going to have faith that the divine is going to set things up and allow me to have this conversation for closure or resolution. Okay, let's pull 3 cards. So there need to be some adjustments. It might be that you, instead of taking an Uber, ended up walking. Maybe your Uber didn't show up, and at first you're really, really frustrated. But on that walk, you see somebody being kind to somebody. That's the divine intervention, and that is the faith that the divine is going to set the stage for you to release and heal. The Magician, absolutely. This is, you are going to orchestrate this. Ace of Arrows. This is talk time. Ace of Arrows is going to be that conversation. And the Empress. The Empress energy. Okay, so we have resources. We have the Magician and the Empress. Resources and bounty. That's abundance. Let's see what the little booklet says. I love this deck. Let's start with the Magician. Your energy is your basic resource. Your sexuality is a part of your energy system. It involves you in relationships. If you are in a destructive relationship, pick up your power and leave now. Next, look for everything around you. Get rid of things that interfere with your dreams. Acquire what you need. Be aware what you need is probably already at hand. Take stock of your resources and use them wisely. So this is the clean up, clean out, get rid of what's dragging you down. But then step back and look at everything that is there as a resource or support and give gratitude. That's going to be an important part of this this Monday. So this is the Ace of Arrows. This is the will to do it. The will to settle all of this, to resolve it, to allow the divine to help you get to the point where you can clean up these things and then be able to heal from them and allow others to heal from them. The divine is going to help you with this. Okay, so let's look at the Empress. Nourish yourself. Allow yourself to experience contentment. Gather symbols of past positive experiences to reinforce your feelings of self-worth and to stimulate your appreciation of your own experience so far. Enhance your strong points. Appreciate what you have. Just exactly what I said. Okay, so that's for Monday. And now let's go to the 28th when the moon enters Cancer, which Cancer is a water sign. Taking care of home and family matters can be a focus, and you can work to make improvements at home or help out those you think of as family. This can help you feel more secure emotionally. That's that Empress energy. So this is the time to, get your house in order, clean everything up, maybe fresh sheets on the bed, some, fresh towels in the bathroom, but get everything picked up, put away, and organized. Get your car kind of straightened up, get your desk straightened up, straighten off your desktop on your computer, clean out your purse, these kind of things to get ready for this month in March. It's going to be a doozy. Okay, so for Tuesday, the 28th, Awakening. Oh, my Lord, wake me from life as a spiritual sheep. May I hear you through my own instincts and common sense. This clearing up is going to make you a clear channel. You're going to be able to receive more messages, more clarity, more synchronicities, more downloads, because you cleared up all of this kind of toxic energy. Remember, this is a spiritual journey with the Shaman card. We are going to accelerate now. Things are going to go fast because the world is awakening. And when the truth comes out, that's going to speed things up tremendously. Saturn and Pluto changing signs are going to speed things up tremendously. So this is going to be part of the the awakening. And when you clear up this toxic energy, you are going to feel lighter, more connected, and that's going to help your guides and the divine to guide you in through this next cycle. Okay, so I can't stress it enough. Clean it up. Clean up the energy. You know, whatever you have to do without, putting yourself at financial or anything that's not going to destabilize you. But if you can reach out and give a, hey, how's it going to somebody that maybe you didn't have such kind words with, if there's any way that you can just make the attempt, if you were working with a partner at work and things got a little tense, like, you felt like you were doing more and they were taking advantage of you. This is the time to have a healthy, productive conversation to clear the air. Five of Arrows. That's Five of Swords. That can be self-sabotage. So it feels like if you don't do this, that lingering energy is going to sabotage you in this next cycle. We do not want that. We want to clean it up. All right, let's pull two more cards. We'll talk through it and then we'll get on to some self-care. Exemplar of Stones. That is the King of Pentacles. No. Yeah, King. And Nine of Bowls. Yep. Okay. So what it feels like to me is if you do this, you're going to end up in this beautiful energy of, okay, I'm ready to move into this new cycle. My abundance is coming in. I'm very happy with the efforts that I took in order to clean up these residual things. All right, let's check the book real quick for the Five of Arrows. Listen to your guides. They're going to be nudging you, Notice the needs of others. Somebody may be in a situation where they need something from you. So without self-sabotaging or self-sacrificing, you may be the one that needs to give. Okay, Exemplar of Stones. Eternal fertility results. Eternal fertility results. This is the King of Pentacles, but you'll see that this is Medicine Woman deck, so everything here is divine feminine energy. But this is basically your abundance, all of this bounty and resources. These are your rewards. This is what gives you this feeling of this Nine of Bowls. And let's see what that Nine of Bowls is. Come home to your spiritual family. This is a spiritual acceleration. But this is going to be where you're going to have to step into some spiritual leadership to be of service as we have this mass awakening. There are people that are going to need guidance. Okay, so I'm going to pull a card from the Rose Oracle. I just feel like we need this. I feel like this is a lot of divine feminine energy who's just trying to, clean up some, they're saying some hostility, some bad vibes. Cleaning up some bad vibes. Held. Sureness of the soil. Unseen help, support, and community. You're going to be supported through this process. Okay? And this is about the fertility. This is going to be productive for you because we have this Exemplar of Stones, which is all about fertility. And then we have the sureness of the soil, which means all the nutrients are there. All the pieces of the puzzle are there. You have all the resources to make this happen. And it will be magical when you make the effort. And you will be rewarded, and there will be a good outcome, and there will be some happy endings before we move into March. Okay, let's pull a couple of, I'm going to get a crystal card. Let's find out what crystals you might want to employ. What might be helpful to you, just maybe put them in your pocket, and what chakra clearing you may need to do in order to be this more receptive, receive some information from your guides, from the divine, in order to how you best can work through this. Purple fluorite, harmonizing healer. The crown chakra. Yeah, that crown chakra needs to be cleared in order to receive some of these downloads and the guidance on how you can best solve this. But this is purple fluorite. Uplifting, soothing, and deeply calming. Brings devotion, balance, harmony, stabilized, scattered thoughts, and emotions. Strengthens creativity to support lucid dreams and expanded mental, spiritual, and psychic awareness. I am uplifted. That is 9 of Cups. Okay, this is coming along quite nicely. I feel like we're getting some good guidance here, and I very much appreciate it from Spirit, because I think these are going to help. Let's do some self-care, and then we're going to do some empowerment cards. Things to help us kind of support our mind, body, and spirit through this next 3 days as we do the hard work. Some of this is hard. It's hard to reach out when you didn't leave on good terms with somebody, or you know, you've just encountered blockage after blockage, and you're just like, I'm tired of beating my head up against a wall. Try one more time. Spend time with friends. So maybe reach out to some supportive friends and get some support before you start making these moves. Moves like Jagger is what I'm hearing. Make an altar. Might be a good place for you to collect your thoughts, to meditate, to receive those downloads, to clear that crown chakra, and connect with your womb. Anytime I see this card, I go ahead and give the suggestion to go ahead and check in with your healthcare professional. But this to me is like giving birth to this new energy coming in. It's like you're healing the way, not clearing the way, but you're healing the way to set you up for the new book. The new book that we're about to start in March. This is the next part of your story, the next part of your journey, and it's important. I just saw know your worth. Okay, so as you're having these courageous conversations with whomever it is that you need to do some clearing with, please make sure that you are not compromising your self-worth. Don't do something that just for the sake of giving somebody a win or to clear something up where you challenge your self-worth, because then you've got to go back and try and reestablish boundaries all over again. Let's not do that. If you're going to have a courageous conversation, do it from a place of being empowered, and you don't have to sacrifice for this. Be you, do you, for you. Women who invest in themselves go further. Last card, old ways won't open new doors. We're talking about new doors, a new book, a new story, a new level, a new dimension. So we have to kind of clean up some of the old ways that didn't work for us. Okay? I'm going to leave it there. I hope you have a wonderful Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I will see you.